Part of the challenge of South African cities is that we haven't yet found an imaginary as powerful as the apartheid city imaginary. If we don't figure out creative and innovative ways of building inclusive spaces in South African cities, it is a ticking time bomb and it's going to catch up with us. Challenges that we are dealing mostly with would be around various forms of urban vulnerability.
There's economic inequalities, more and more homeless women and homeless children living on the streets. There's still a lot of gender-based violence, specifically in the inner city.
So the Feast of the Clowns started first time in 2000, at the time when the inner city changed from being white to being predominantly black.
The Feast of the Clowns is an annual community festival that seeks to engage with a lot of different communities regarding their specific injustice issues within the inner city. A lot of people don't necessarily go into the inner city because of the negative connotations that exist.
And so we wanted the feast to be a celebration of the city, a celebration of the diversity of the city. It's also a place of creating awareness around social justice issues in the city. Usually it kicks off with the March of the Clowns, which is kind of a playful protest parade. And it is also about non-violence. We have to get our messages and our issues across without destroying stuff. We want to rebuild. This year there was also a memorandum handed to the executive mayor of the city. What will you do as politicians that sit with the taxpayers' money to partner, to support? During the day there are 2 or 3 stages with artists. And there's a lot of activities around children. We did okay in terms of just certain stalls and exhibitions. So those will be some of the stuff that happens on the day.
We have a number of social justice workshops that happen prior to the main festival day.
The mural workshop, we started out choosing a curator to get him to transfer his skills. It was quite amazing to see the experience of how the artist actually got involved with the city and the community around the murals. The community is now taking ownership of it to say that this is my community and this is what it says about me.
We wanted as many people from the local community to look at the map and then try to get them to tell us the story about where they are, where they grew up. And then we had these little emojis that they can put onto the map. It gives us actually rich information that we can see where the challenges are in the city and how the people perceive the city and the surroundings.
Storytelling is important in the lives of kids in a sense that it gives them knowledge. Adults were educated about the importance of storytelling. Children were also given an opportunity by those facilitators. Now they define storytelling as something very fun. I think the children were equipped and they were very excited.
Sakumzi is the clown. So he has this Face Your Inner Clown workshop. He's come a long way with the festival, and at some point he discovered his inner clown and he's really good at it. How can we use clowning as a way to connect with people and to disarm people and to help people feel safe so that they can actually engage? The Trash to Treasure workshop is very consistent with the clowning theme. The foolish will put the wise and the powerful to shame. The occupational therapy guys at the University of Pretoria ran this workshop. How can we recycle? How can we build sustainable livelihoods out of garbage and out of waste? The millions of rands that cities in South Africa are saved by the work that reclaimers are doing is huge.
There were so many different organizations and people that partnered as a thing that they actually were passionate about. And the results of that were amazing.
They're slowly dawning on communities that they should take ownership and agency for their own futures, and that they shouldn't wait on outside saviors. The university, in the context of inequality such as South Africa's, need to be in solidarity with issues of social justice as expressed by the feast. We have to allow communities to challenge the university in terms of the issues they are facing and the solutions they need. We acknowledge that there is theology being done for many years at the grassroots by the Tshwane Leadership Foundation. It's expressed in the Feast of the Clowns, and we need to learn from the theologies done at grassroots, liberating, life-affirming theologies. I think one must develop an appreciation for small victories. At this year's festival, a surprising number of late 20-something adults with their kids that I've last seen 10, 12, 13 years ago, who sometimes lived in a social housing project, sometimes came as young kids with homeless mothers to live in a shelter. They have flourishing lives, they go well. So the cycle was broken somewhere in a small way. That gives hope.
If we all work together, we can make the city, the country, successful, forward-moving.
Homelessness ends through community, not through making people clients, but through inviting people to be part of communities. We shouldn't just keep the status quo going. We should figure out ways to break cycles for mothers, for children, so that they can have families and dreams and live their dreams. That gives me hope.